Buttery Cheeks, that's a fun name. True or false, Sony will do a third round of layoffs at Bungie before their next earnings call due to Marathon's performance. And I know that I went to Carrie already. Did I go to Russ or Rudy next?
Rudy.
I don't know whose turn it is.
Russ
forgot
is
Rich, man.
Rich, nice.
Yeah, you can go to Rich or Russ for this one.
Rich or Russ for this one.
So I will say that they're coming. There's got to be something coming to Bungie, unfortunately. I hate to say it, right? Like, I love every Bungie game. I'm not a huge fan of Marathon, but I want them to make more games. And just by looking at the tea leaves and everything they've already been doing to all the other studios, whether or not they're doing great work, I think something's coming to Bungie. I don't know if it's going to happen before or after the next earnings call, but yeah, the pessimist in me is like, yeah, they're gonna hurt Bungie for this, which is just unfortunate.
Rudy, have you played a Marathon yet or no?
Negative. And it is simply because of the fact that I am not interested in those kinds of games. I haven't been interested in those games in a very long time. But I got to respect Bungie. I played Destiny 1, played Destiny 2. I never had an Xbox until the Xbox Series generation. And I remember my friend, he was like, dude, you got to try Halo. It's amazing. Blah, blah, blah. And I was like, I'll spend a weekend, played Halo 1 through 3. It was amazing. That cliffhanger after 2 was nuts. I'm so glad that I could play back to back. But dude, you're
brutal.
Yeah. You know.
Sir, I'm going to finish the fight. Credits roll. You're like, what? Huh? 4 years?
So
Spoilers.
Bad, so bad.
It's only been,
right?
20 years since that game came out? I can't believe you guys spoiled it.
Oh, man. But yeah, it sucks, man, because I want them to be successful. They are a huge name in the space. But Carrie, I don't know if it was with you that I was talking about on Twitter that like they're a different Bungie. They're not the same Bungie that was there back in the day. Yeah. And that kind of, I don't know. It kind of feels almost like BioWare in a sense. It's just completely different than what it used to be.
Well, yeah, like almost every like previous studio, like Blizzard, you can go through almost all of them, and they have been transformed inside out, and they just have the name and the pedigree of the name alone, no pedigree. So yeah, the numbers really didn't make any sense, and they've already got. I didn't know that they already had 2 rounds of layoffs. I only thought they had 1 layoff. I know that they were like 1,200 large as a studio. No, they were 1,600 large, and then they got shaved down to. I guess there was a second because now there was reports that it was at 850. So they got like 400 shaved, another 400 shaved, and if this third, it's probably going to be like another 400 shaved off. And I don't see the numbers that they need there. Like if you just like look at how much it costs the studio, the one saving grace that they do have is the numbers that were reported was that Destiny 2 made like 1.5 billion or something from 2019 to 2024. So the burn rate against that money coming in is going to soften the blow. At this point, when you look at all the numbers and how much spend is there, Sony has effectively made $0 from their Bungie acquisition. And
how much did they buy them for? Do you remember?
It's like 3.9 billion or something.
Okay. Oh, yeah.
Yeah, something like that. So they basically just made enough to make a little bit of money and pay for all of their staff, which is why they've been having their cuts. And then Marathon, even though, like, I can see it's a good game, I can see that I appreciate the game because they're not holding your hand when you're playing. You keep on hearing a lot of people like, oh man, I put 15 hours in and now I'm starting to understand it. And I'm like, okay, I appreciate that, but I don't think that's a winning formula for a gas type game. And then being paired up with people that might just be whatever, just like YOLOing it around. And then like the matchups that you can get insofar as like just randoms is, I don't know. So there's a lot there that I don't think works well with the gas. And like you look at Helldivers 2, why I got Helldivers 2 was all of the GIFs that were coming out that were just bonanza, right? Like super stuff. When I said this before, they really need like a razzle dazzle reel to show off like, oh, this is what Marathon is about. They almost need like these streamers who've been playing for a while to make like a clip set where they can just like bombard all social media with like cool stuff going on, bombastic stuff. Unfortunately, I think the thing is true, whether it's the before their earnings or not. Before their earnings probably makes more sense. Yeah, there's another rounds of layoffs for Bungie coming.
So I just want to talk. I don't know that I have really an opinion on whether or not there's going to be layoffs. I think the way that I look at it is there's always going to be freaking layoffs because the suits are making the decisions. And, I think that this is definitely a product of companies just over hiring during the pandemic. And now we're starting to see the results of its bad management. Bad management has happened, and now the people, not the managers, are paying the price. But I want to talk just a little bit about like those sizzle reels that you're talking about, Carrie. I have been playing a ton of Marathon, and I've been having so much fun with it. It is really, really good. And I'm really starting to understand how the game works. And you're right, it does take time. There's one thing about the game that has completely changed from Arc Raiders for me. In Arc Raiders, you have this gear fear where you're like, okay, I got this cool shit. I'm going to put it all on. I'm probably going to lose it. So I'm going to go into this next round using crappier stuff. And then when I play Marathon, like my vault, where you store your gear between runs or whatever, is so like small, and I just don't have room for stuff that I'm like, okay, I got to bring stuff in. So I go in, and if I lose it, no big deal. The next run, I just do a free kit. So basically you have the option to do like, they're called sponsored kits. And it's just like you put this thing in your inventory and it says, here's the random gun that you're going to use. Here's your consumables that you're going to use. Here's the ammo that you have. Go in there. Doesn't cost you anything. You do your run. And what I've been doing is I'll do a free run and I'll sneak around. In Arc Raiders, I was Mr. Friendly. I was running around using the little ping wheel saying, hey, everybody, I'm friendly. I'm friendly. Don't shoot at me. Let's be buds. In Marathon, I'm being sneaky and sneaking up on dudes and taking them out and then taking all their stuff. And then I use that stuff until I get killed and I lose it. And it doesn't matter because I had fun doing it.
Do you whisper in their ear when you gank them? He's like,
what's that?
Do you whisper in their ear? You're like, this is nothing personal.
Kill somebody, you do jump on them and like you see their face, like the person who's killing you has their face like right over yours and a knife, and they're like that, you know,
like,
it's not like gory or anything.
Thanks for the candy.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, I'm gonna try and come up with interesting things. Although I don't have just to broadcast to talk. I only talk to my teammates. I don't have that on.
Wait, hold on. Can you clarify real quick? Are you doing this to your teammates, or these are just other humans? Like, how much of a jerk are you being? Okay,
there's no friendly fire.
Yeah, he's like, what the hell, dude?
No, there's no friendly fire. But my team is really, really good.
Thanks for the candy.
Thanks for the candy. That's what I'm going to say next time. I'll say, grab a snack and drink. That's what I'm going to say. But I'm having so much fun with it, and like I'm looking at the Steam DB charts. It's not good. It's going down and down and down. It's like, am I the only one having fun with it? Like right now, there's 50,000 players playing, which is down from 88,000 8 days ago. That's a big drop.
I think the one thing that for me for the CCU count is that it's already been said out loud that Steam has the most sales for Marathon, and this is not looking promising in any way. But you can, like, just eyeballing it, you can see the downward trend and there is no uptick. So there's like, you don't know where the bottom for this thing is yet. And it's like, this is almost a self-fulfilling prophecy at this point. And then if there are layoffs, it's like all this, I don't know, it's a lot of negativity. Maybe Bill, you should definitely make like a sweet sizzle reel yourself and just doing that like really creepy stuff, man. I'm telling you, it's gonna be awesome. Just just whisper, it'll make things so much funnier.
So I will say, part of me thinks that Sony, in acquiring Bungie, was thinking about Bungie levels of money and levels of revenue and sales. As you guys are talking about, and you said the Steam numbers, I'm like, hold on, let me get a grasp of what's going on here. So I just looked up Halo 3, right? First week of sales. And I was like, what was it? I remember it was a lot, right? $300 million worldwide sales in the first week. And they're estimating roughly 3.3 million units sold and then 1.7 million pre-ordered. That's the numbers that we're looking at for Halo 3 compared to 50,000 concurrent players for Marathon, which just came out a week and a half ago, which is just kind of crazy to me. And yeah, I don't know. In terms of sizzle reels too, I don't know if you guys have watched the trailer on Steam for this game, like the most recent one, like the leftmost one on the store. It's actually really exciting looking. I'm like, I want to play that game. Right. But my own experience was not like that. It was a much slower game. So there is some fun stuff that they're promoting about it, but I don't think the reputation is getting there, unfortunately.
I will say it is a slow game. And I actually like Arc Raiders is much faster. I spent a lot more time walking instead of sprinting, because if you sprint too much, you end up building up heat. If you build up too much heat, then you are locked out of sprinting for a very long time. So it's much better and everybody's listening to everything. So you want to make sure that you're making as little noise as possible. So a lot of times I'm crouched and walking if I'm anywhere near a building, because I want to be able to sneak up on somebody so I can whisper sweet nothings into their ear,
You gotta do
as
that, man.
Carrie says. Oh, go ahead.
Go ahead. No, I was gonna say, like, Arc Raiders. Even I have seen like clips of that where they've just been funny moments of people like incapacitating other raiders and like trying to suss out like what's going on. Like, no, you were gonna come here and gank me, and he's like, no, I promise I wasn't gonna do that. And he's like looking at him, he's like, you were gonna do that. And then all of a sudden you see his like another buddy is like, and he's like, I knew it. But you have those interactions with the proximity chat going on that just make these terribly slow, because they're literally there's a guy that's like can't do anything, and he's just pointing down at him, being threatening. He's like, you were gonna get me, and that's why I have to get you. And it's this interesting dynamic that happens where it's just makes it like I would like to be playing that. I'm like, oh, I could see that. I have not seen that in Marathon anywhere. I haven't seen any real clips. The only thing that I saw is people like clips of people that are saying Marathon is bad and then making fun of those people because they're like, you know, like, oh, they're using an SMG as a sniper rifle. Of course you think it's bad. And I'm like, all right, okay. But that's what I saw. This is the media that I see stuff coming in. So they got to try to figure that part out, but who knows?
I also will say that when you play Arc Raiders, you get some bananas moments where you're fighting not just other players, where you're fighting the NPC robots, and like there's like I had crazy moments where I'm like running around on top of a building taking pot shots at a building sized robot that's crawling across the landscape, and then it turns and shoots out a little drone that pops out this a rocketeer, which then is chasing me down. And as I'm running, I can literally see rockets flying by my character as I'm trying to dodge and weave out of there. Those kind of moments, those are very clippable moments that would look really cool on social media, that kind of thing. When I'm fighting in Marathon against the NPCs, they just look like bipedal robots. And that is a little boring, but I'm also still having fun at the same. Like, it looks boring, but it's still fun.
I think that's another like a side thing that I subconsciously don't care about it is that the main character that you play as, I forget which class it is because I never did the assassin class yet, but like the main class that you can pick that they give you automatically, it just looks like I don't know, like a Mega Bloks type of character. It's just that has no personality. I don't care about what I got or what I have. I don't care if I get anything cool because I don't care about this character. Like, I don't care about anything on there. And the coolest person I saw was the assassin looking people. But even then, I don't really care about them. There's nothing that like, I almost feel like I wish that there would be a character creator thing where you can like make yourself and have some type of, I don't know, stakes in the game, because what they're giving is like, I don't know, but that's just a subconscious thing that I wanted to just say out loud.
So one other thing. Go ahead, Rudy.
No, I was just going to say, it sounds like fun.
Okay. One other thing before we move on, Russ said, he thought that they bought Bungie because of Bungie money. I don't think that's the reason. I think they bought Bungie so that they could have Bungie teach them how to make all of the other studios that they owned, how to make gas games. And then suddenly, turns out gas games weren't working too well for Sony.
I know exactly what happened.
Please enlighten.
It was about 2007. Halo 3 just came out. PS3 was having a bad time, and some PlayStation user picked up a monkey paw and said, "I wish Sony would kill Bungie." It was like, and sure enough, one day Sony will close down Bungie, and that wish will come true.
It's not gonna lie,
painful.
That hurts.
Yeah, I was looking more about. I was looking at Halo 3. It was not only the largest video game launch of all time, it was the largest media launch of all time. It beat out any movie or anything else at the time when it came out in terms of
the first week of sales. Have you guys seen, there's a video, one of the best, like it is.
Crobat?
No, it's not Crobat. This is someone recorded day one Halo 3, like going to a midnight launch, playing with his buddies. It's like a 20-minute thing. He recorded it in 2007, uploaded it in 2007. So it's been up for like, I don't know, 20 years almost. And it is one of the best, like you watch that whole thing and you get the sense of everything. Like, I don't know where he lives, but it was a dope place because he literally goes to like a GameStop and there's a dude with an acoustic guitar playing the Halo main theme, like, you know, dun, 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 and I'm like, what the? I don't have any, like, where are you? Like, where is this? This almost seems fake. I don't believe this thing, but it's like recorded on a period correct, like digital camera. You have to see it. It's such a good YouTube video.
Send it to our Discord, and I'll
Yeah.
try and throw it in the show notes for people. This was just a small part of my podcast, the Nerd Nest podcast. And if you enjoyed it, then do me a favor and click on that like button down below. And if you really enjoyed it, then I think you should check out the link in the description down below the like button. It's going to take you to the full podcast so you can check out the entire conversation and a whole lot more. If that sounds good, I hope to see you over there. Stay rad, and thanks for watching.